But I'll be honest, if they go for the Slick Shot, they cannot kill us probably on the next turn, and then we can go Simrip. Oh my god, bro! Just big guns. I really shouldn't take Elspeth, but I will still take Elspeth. Like, Kirin would be better, but at the same time you show that you have Kirin, so that may be a bit of a problem. And unfortunately, there's nothing we can do to this creature. Oh my god, they played 6. That's so bad for them. Love it! Love it! Which means that we can play the Simrip. Okay, I have a very devilish play in my mind. This will be very weird, but I think it might work. The Tersa will be a problem though. I'm not sure how we solve this. I mean, probably we need bigger creatures. Okay. Do you think they have one mana spell that wins the game? Yes. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Guys, don't judge me. This is the play. This is the play I was talking about. I'm honestly kinda happy with this. You know, we still take tons of damage, but, you know, it's okay. It's kinda okay. I wish we had this before. So let's go Zenith into Simrip. We did this because we can make a spell for 1 mana then. Otherwise we wouldn't be able to do this. And I think it's Slick Shot. We are pretty low on the life total, and we probably will have to sacrifice our small cool creatures just to survive. At least red doesn't have trample. Man, imagine the world where they had something that gives those creatures trample. Man, that would be such a weird standard that probably wouldn't be fun to play. Fortunately, it would never happen. So, I won't let it go. I won't let it go. Alright, so they kill one of the tokens. Man, this is bad. That means they cannot really attack. They attack. And we're getting a very nice trade here. We could also get rid of Tersa, which is such a nightmare from start to finish. But we have Get Lost, so we are okay with this. I'm not sure if it's worth it. Our opponent is going absolutely all in to try to close the game. To be fair, they have burn spells. So this might be a little bit rough. So we could go flank. Man, how do we play this? We could kill Tersa and play the Kirin. That's something. We could also go Flanker Pixie. I mean, Flanker Pixie is better. Because we live game. And I think this is the winning play, guys. They cannot go for the big guy. We need a land for the next turn. And Kirin is nice draw. Yeah, we need to kind of play the game out of this. As long as we are getting 2 creatures per turn for free, this should be okay. And we need to keep Flanker because this is our only live game. Can we attack them? I don't think we do yet. Don't forget, Overlord will flip. This will be our power play, and when this starts attacking or blocking, we take over the board. See? They crumble. Hopefully, our opponent plays a creature, because we have full hand of nothing but removal. Oh, they lost. They actually lost the game, guys. Because with this hand, I don't think there's any chance they will recover. Let's go for Breaker. This is a good turn to play this, just to make sure that you hit the right target. So Scavenger. I was really tempted to go for Nowhere to Run when they start, you know, pumping their stuff. But I think we can live without it. And let's pay life, just for the Flanker. I mean, this is a nice start. If we hit this against control, you have 0 chance of winning, man. Like, actual 0 chance. I think we go for the Flanker. Please don't counter it. Please don't counter it. Okay, good. If that's in the board, that's already great. And we scry so we can hit a big stuff that... Bro, what? This draw would destroy our game plan. Alright, that will... I was literally thinking about maybe hitting this card, man. Do you think they have a counter spell? They must have something. They freaking must have something. I'm waiting 1 turn, I have 0 belief they have nothing. I think it's either counter spell or some flash creature or something. And if not, we can just kill whatever they will play. Bro, what is the play? I freaking told you they have something. Alright, that's good. So I think first Get Lost. because then they will use the map tokens, and then we can punish them also even harder. And we want them to tap out, because when they are tapped, then we play the Acolyte, we draw the card, and we are super ahead. Especially if they lose something on our turn. But probably that won't happen. Alright, I think now we are in a decent spot. Usually they don't have multiple plays like this, but maybe? Maybe. Alright. We will check if they have priority. Kirin is a really nice card. So we know that they have stuff. I think it might be another tracker. We are getting the speed. We're getting... I know we could go Acolyte, but if they have a counter spell or tracker, this might lose the game. And see? I felt the disturbance and the force. And I think this will be nowhere to run. They still have something, so there is a chance they can pump it with like Shard Mage Rescue. And it will pump the toughness to 4. Alright, that's good. That's good. We solved it. This is why we are not playing the Acolyte right now. We can trade against creatures, but if they start drawing cards, you will be in some serious trouble. Oh, they will play something that draws cards probably. I hope they will use the map tokens. That would be perfect. Go for it. Oh, we baited them. Man, that's it. That's it. Nope. They still have something for 1 mana. So, yeah, nice deck. Where's the thank you? Yeah, I mean, the deck is literally removal and 1 flanker. But now, I think this is the time, right? Let's go. Now we can unleash the true power of our deck that we didn't show so far, because we wanted the good stuff. And now I think it's too late for our opponent. They can draw a lot of cards, but they don't have Tracker, which is the main card for the whole deck. Innocence triggers 1, so it helps them, but doesn't win, you know, automatically. Sheltered? Nope. They need Sheltered by Ghosts. We need to untap and have Kirin, so we can know where to run in response. Moment we untap, we should be winning this game super hard. Alright, no Sheltered, and they cannot draw Sheltered. I'm not sure if they won't count. I mean, they have enough land, so this is more of a whiff, I would say. But they cannot draw Sheltered with this, of course. So they got the Vendor, they got a bit of value. Oh boy, this is powerful. Alright, so we could... Oh, oh, they will scoop. Oh, can you already see the scoop? Because I can see explosion with my inner control player. That's a very nice target. Thank you very much. Man, you know what we will do in this game? We'll outvalue them by literally killing every creature that will play this game. That's our game plan. And against Mono-Red, it never ceases to, you know, make us happy, basically. Let's go, Pixie. Let's go. You might die, but you will get the value. The sweet, sweet value. So basically against this deck, you mostly want to kill their creatures and not discard cards. Because if you discard them, the land becomes 1 for 1. Well, they have way less creatures. We could save it. Come on. How is it not fun? How is it not fun? They need to use another removal spell, and at some point we'll just bounce, you know, enough stuff that they have no cards and we still have. Now they can kill Kirin, but then it saves Pixie. And they already wasted, you know, 2 cards basically. One of them hit, one fully whiffed. And look at this, they have nothing, we are at 20, and they're down to 4 cards. This is incredibly good because it hits only on opponent's turn. So maybe we'll try to discard it. This is incredibly good play for them. Oh, this is a perfect draw. Okay, with this, oh my god, I'm getting flashbacks, guys, from you know. It feels like a nightmare that is very hopeless for our opponent. See, that's the land. And let's go Pixie. Oh my god, this feels filthy. We don't even deal 2 damage, and it destroys. Man, look how we destroyed. This is like one of the best decks in Standard. Yeah, like look at this. 1 card, 16. Bro, not even close. Can you please give me the last card? Thank you very much. Here you go. Here you go. Yeah, no slick shots for you. And what do we go for? I will go for Kirin because it's a surprise mechanic, which means that maybe they won't expect this card. They kinda really want to go for this. We know what's up. So basically, like Kirin is perfect hit for our opponent, and this is the only card that can be in hand without being in hand. So our opponent already just hitting as perfectly as possible. And do we go for Pixie? Like, they will never hold the card then. So I think we go like this. We need to go for this Nova Hellkite. This is like one of the best cards in the whole deck they have against us. And they drew perfectly 2 lands in a row. So now we will solve this problem that was a problem for a long time. And this, honestly, look, this Hellkite was the only card that did anything this game. Like, literally. And now we finally solved it. Like, we're at 12, so that means 2 hits from Nova Hellkite, and that was the only damage they dealt this game. Let's go for Breaker. This Pixie will need to do a little bit during the game. Hopefully they draw some creatures that can be sim ripped. Bro, this guy is a master of drawing Hellkites. Like, this is incredible. We will ignore it. Like, this is the one draw that matters for the whole deck. But it's still not enough. As you can see, they got everything they wanted, and it still isn't enough. So first we go white, then we go, tall. Hopefully we won't draw a land, and we also can live gain soon. So let's swing. It's not like they will draw, it's basically impossible they draw the third one. A lot of decks don't even play 4 off. Yep, land as expected. We knew about it, because we are desperate to get a non-land. And yep, now we can start live gaining if we want. So we are basically at 12. That's kind of meaningful because their only chance of winning is to burn us. And they probably won't be able to. Sanctuary, another land, amazing. But at least this one can be salvaged. So our opponent got really good draws. We got 3 lands in a row. We are still winning. Still winning. An explosion. The next, bro, look at this. Alright, let's do it first, just to make sure that, we get the most live gain. Players can't get live, so you probably want to do it before this hits the board. That was 4 damage. And let's go. That's the killing blow. And now we are getting stuff. As you can see, not even a challenge. You know what? Let's go. At least, we need to go for those counter spells anyway. This will not do too much. It will get countered, bounced, something bad will happen to it, but I think it's worth to keep the pressure, because then we can take Overlord, and with Kirin we can get it back. No way it triggers. What? Oh man, oh this might be Azorius Control. Okay, this is the first spell we are casting. I think they cannot prevent the thing right now. They needed to do this before we cast a Sorcerer Speed. Now this is the first spell, and the second one is instant. So we will always get the counters as long as they make the first play. We swing here. We want to force them to play the first spell. Oh man. Will they see the bluff? I think we need to pass the turn. Wait, when we cast... Okay. We get the stuff. Forgot it doesn't go through, like the stack, basically. Like, moment you cast it, it's already finalized deal. It's done. They cannot prevent it. Unless they have some detect intrusion or stifle. Man, I cannot even use this joke of stifle doesn't exist, because now it does. It's triggered ability. I think we go for the Overlord, because we really want to potentially get more creature fuel. Discarding doesn't matter as much. They will just discard something that isn't right for their situation, like Ugin, something like this. No double white, so no sweepers. That's super important. If you are playing against control, they usually need double white to sweep your board. We would love to double spell here. Okay, first things first. A cute Overlord that might completely miss, and it won't be pretty. I think we go for the counters. Oh, that was close, but I'm so happy we hit. I don't think we go Zenith. I think we swing... Man, it feels like a full control deck. In which case we play this. It's opponent controls, which means that we get the stuff, we get the counters, this deals extra damage. We basically... Imagine, this is double Burst Lightning in one card. It dealt 4 extra damage. And we know the board will be swept, probably. And guys, if they don't sweep, like, we probably win anyway. Yep, so now they will fish for Second Plains and Ultima or Day of Judgment. That's my call. They will sweep the board, and now we need to basically restart the whole game plan, which will be good for them. Biza. Biza is not as great, but it still gives a lot of, breathing room. We cannot double spell, which is unfortunate, but we will go for the Acolyte. Acolyte basically can redraw itself. We'll play it later as the surprise. So we know this goes through. We could go absolutely all in, but then we might lose the Zenith for a token. That means more damage. I think it's worth it. Let's go. Don't forget we're doing cards. We have Overlord, we have Sanctuary, we have Fortress. So we have some tricks to sneak extra damage. Okay, so they went for a value trade, but not on Zenith, which is super weird. If you are losing both of them, shouldn't you get rid of the 3-drop instead of a token? That's a weird decision. I think it might not be random, but I'm not sure what it means. Like, if you have a sweeper, you just block, as much damage and as many creatures as possible, also to prevent card draw. If you don't have a sweeper, you trade for value, in which case Biza should get rid of Zenith together with token, and then, the token stays. So, I'm not sure what is the third option that they went for. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, it seems they don't have a sweeper, even though now they have white mana. Okay, so they will start removing all the stuff. This even plays more into tokens should stay, because they cannot target Zenith, but they can target all the tokens. And they are down to 7, very close. Okay, guys, we need to do stuff here. They can play 1 removal, and we would love to double spell. Do we really go all in? I think we'll go all in. I'll be honest. I think this might be a huge mistake, but it's so tempting, I still will go for it. And I mean, they cannot prevent the triggers. If this hits, we get double triggers. They can block 1 big creature, but the rest hits them. Okay, so this was their last play. Now we know. So that means 2 creatures hit. So this is what, 5 damage? We cannot hit them. Oh, that's right. Oh, we can put the counters. Oh, I didn't miss the lethal today. That's amazing. I won't get a comment. I mean, I will from the other games, but not from this one, maybe. Oh, man, this was so close. And our opponent should kinda know what the deck is about, so they can make the right choice. What are you? A rabbit. Token. Okay, so some form of token. Let's go for a swamp here and see where we get. So, they might have some protection spells, but first let's see what they play. I mean, we know it's not Nemesis at least. Sure. So we could actually trade against it. Do we want to? Yeah, let's try. Because I think they have no priority. If I expected a, spell with like Indestructible or something, I would make a different play. But here, look how clean it went. And this should be good enough for us. So this is, okay, this is perfect. We keep the Tinybones for the next turn. We can remove whatever they play. They will probably try to get something that combos with Sharpshooter. For example, another Sharpshooter. Are you an outlaw? I will go for Nowhere first, just to make sure that, we don't get scammed too hard on this. And with that, we can go for Zenith first, knowing that they are tapped. Now we go for Tinybones, and we already are getting the value. So this will be a good turn for our opponent. They can do stuff, we are fully tapped. But at the same time, they probably want to answer a 4 toughness creature, which is not very easy. Oh boy. So they will create a lot of tokens from something. Sheltered is okay. Like, we are ready for it. Man, we actually will get stuff. We take 2 damage. Yeah, I think we won. I think we... Oh my god, with this we won even harder than I expected. Nope. Nope. You know what? Let's just play this. Like, we cannot lose with this. We will just get so many cards, and then we can play all the lands from the top, you know? And just scare our opponent with this amazing swampy art. Alright, Delnay. Definitely card they want, but we are prepared. So this was incredibly strong play for our opponent. Oh yes, I needed 2 lands. One was just not enough, you know? What are you? Scout. Scout is not an outlaw, right? Just making sure. Let's get rid of this. We don't pay the ward. I'm learning, slowly but surely. Now this is in the board, so next play actually triggers Zenith. And that's the scoop. Let's go for the counters. They're so juicy. And we can play the land for... Well, we can draw a card. There is a chance it won't be a land. I really think this shouldn't be a land. It's a land. Let's go. Let's go. And that's explosion, right? They always highlight a card. And then, yeah, our opponent is touching our stuff. They want to say goodbye, but they want to touch stuff first. Alright, so that was a clean win. Oh, we lose in 2 turns. That's amazing. Can we prevent it? I don't think we can. Already Arden cover. Oh my god, that's so good. But not for us. I think we're dead. It's crazy because the game didn't really start, but I think I know the result already. Let's go for flanker. I mean, listen, if we had white mana, we could prevent the game plan. This is probably... I think this is like the only card we can use against it. Unfortunately, our opponent sees it, which is kinda bad. We need to hit white mana, preferably untapped one. But this is the 3rd land, so the fast lands will still work, which is nice. This is okay, but it sets up their graveyard, which is probably the main thing for them. I mean, guys? Is it happening? Next turn is... Man, I would do so much to make them not see this one card. This would get them so incredibly hard. Now they can land into Origins. The problem is that sure. The problem is that every turn that we are not casting a spell, we are falling behind. We need to still kill them. So what can we do? Here's the land. They wanted to hit it. I think they missed the land. We could get rid of the Scholar. And the problem is, what is the play? I could go with the flanker and then go Acolyte, then they trade against Scholar and they need to start over. But they can get chapter 3, get Scholar back from the graveyard, play it and cycle more and they will find the answers. It's so rough, man. I have no idea how to win this game, to be honest. I know! Oh my god, I just realized... Oh my god, this will be godly. I just realized what our deck can... No, I don't have second white. It's fine. It's fine. We'll exile it first. It's not like they will get everything in one turn. I mean, this kinda works for the next turn. We need to fix our mana. This was such a disaster so far. I like removal. This is a good one. But I think we need better stuff than this. Man, the mana absolutely destroyed us this game, but this flanker is the only hope we have. So now they cannot really get anything. They can discard a creature and get the creature back, so you know, probably not the craziest deal of the year. And I think they want it in the graveyard. Bro, they actually did this! This is such a bad play because it shows the card, so it's literally a downgrade to what they had without this chapter 3. But I can appreciate, you know, the defensiveness of the play. Town Greeter, sure. I'll tell you, I think we need to win the whole game out of this flanker, and we need to monitor when they have the cards that matter. Yes. Yes, especially that this has vigilance, right? Alright, this will flip at some point. Let's go for this. Alright, 3 mana. So we could go Helpful Weaver and still keep the flanker. Man, this is so rough. I want Acolyte so much. Soon they can play they can play Marang and just bounce stuff. I think we need to start pushing some damage, guys. And the fact that they know about this flanker is so massive and so not great for us. And we don't have more bounce effects, and if we tap, we risk that they will win the game. So we need to re-time our tapping out for like one crucial turn. I'm not sure if we can make it, man. I'm really not sure if we can make it. Oh, Esper Origins is perfect. Because that's the card that we cannot really do much about it. And it gets them the card, it live gains, it surveils, you know, basically does a ton of free stuff. And we need to spend the card for it. Oh my god, Arden. Soon they will be able to just hardcast the reanimation targets. Because we are kinda, you know, slow on the things. I mean, they are fully tapped, so we might as well. Not super happy about this stuff, but you know, we'll try to make it work. 2 damage acquired. We have a counter. Yay. Man, we could go Zenith flanker. Or just Acolyte. And risk. Do we risk dying? Yeah, pretty much. Man, I don't know what to do. I think we need to go Zenith flanker and hope that we can survive a turn. I know it seems like a crazy plan, but what else can we do here? Like seriously, do we get the tokens or counters? I think we go for the tokens. We can probably activate it on the next turn. Let's exile it, but man... The problem is not that we cannot counteract their game plan, the problem is that we never had chance to set up our board before we are forced to, you know, respond to their graveyard. I think we're on the... I'm not sure, I think we're on the draw. And I think that's the missing turn. If you can set up Zenith and then start exiling graveyard, that's actually really good. Okay, Marang at least doesn't kill stuff except tokens. Alright, so this is our one play for the turn. Let's see what we draw, that will be very important. We should probably go for the trade. Not the biggest fan, but we are losing the race right now, so it actually helps our opponent a little bit more. Is that the double? I mean, you know. Alright guys, this is the best I have. This is the best I have. Do we go for the counters to be able to attack? I think we do. I think we do. This way we get 8 damage. And man, but then we are losing flanker forever. They will block, 100%. They can play Land Arden. Then they get this for free as a 5/5 hitting face. That's actually even worse. Otherwise they get the Greeter, which is something we can maybe deal with. Oh, this is so bad. I think there is no way to win this game. I'll be honest, guys. I think from this opening, there's literally 0 chance. They will block. It's incredible for them. But if I don't attack, like, this deck scares way harder than I can. Like, every turn they can instantly win the game. Like, we need to go through the whole board to damage them. So this could be Arden Marang, bouncing Zenith Acolyte. In all honesty, Overlord is probably the best play. I think they should go for Arden. They have the mana, right? 3/7. Oh, it's 8. For some reason, I always think it's 7, man. Probably because I always cheated and I never paid the real cost, so I don't remember it. Yeah, it's 8. I'm always surprised by this fact since it was printed. Okay, so we know that for the next turn they probably have like they can Arden into Cavalero, into whatever, like Marang. I think this has to be Acolyte, Momentum Breaker, just to double trigger stuff. And I think we need to put the counter just to force a little bit of a trade at least. Like with this we can at least maybe hit something. Of course it will be Town Greeter. I like how our opponent sacrificed the one with Summoning Sickness, because as a general rule that's the worst one, even though it doesn't make a difference in this situation. You know that you are playing against a veteran that understands the game and knows the patterns. And they should double block just to prevent the Cardo. Yep. We live game, but the problem is that the moment they hit the combo, we instantly will lose the whole game, right? I didn't see Bringer, but they must have it. It's kinda crazy we don't see Bringer yet. They are at 15. Oh, here's the Bringer. Now it's just being hardcast. Told you, like I told you that I don't see a single way to win this game after the early game that we had. Like, there's no way out if you miss your early game. Are you serious? Are they literally stealing our stuff? Alright, you had your fun. I mean, there's nothing, right? I will still see if maybe there's something we can do. I don't know, I'm just exiling Graveyard. Alright, this is my idea for the situation. Just to make sure that we prevent some shenanigans. At least we have some stuff. We could go Pixie? No. We get this guy. No, this one, because we will definitely trigger double spell. I don't think there's any way we can survive a turn, right? Oh my god. And they have more... They can get the Bringer. There is still a chance maybe we'll force them into milling, so that's why I'm trying to... Bro, they are down to 3 cards. If we could survive one more turn, there is a chance. Why are you... Oh, okay. Like, I'm like, why are you a 2-2? Because they had the Harvester, right? But this will be a full 5-5. And they can get an... They're doing more cards. Bro, our opponent is just styling down to 1 card. Do they see this highlight? I think they do, but I'm not super sure. As you can see, we are literally 1 turn from, you know, and maybe they can, maybe they swing all. Alright, we need to make the play. Zenith, because that will create the most tokens. Into Momentum Breaker, because that lowers a little bit of pressure. We get 2 tokens. Like, listen, I'm trying to do as much as we can. It won't be enough, as I said, you know, 7 turns ago, but we are fighting until the bitter end. Oh, they know. Oh, they know. I don't have an emote for this one. Oh, I have. Oh, this is the emote. Okay, so what can we do? We can play Flanker and then lose. I think that's the play. We cannot survive, man. Right? It's too much. Like, they have 12, 17 damage with Fly. If we get this, yeah. Oh boy. It was really close. They are literally at 0 cards, man. But this was exactly 1 turn too little. To be completely honest, this player seems to be playing extremely well. Wait. Is there a chance? No. This player is playing extremely well, so I think they wouldn't mill so many cards if they knew that they have less time. I think they tailored it perfectly. Listen, that's the best we can do. I mean, yeah. No life gain. No hope. Alright. It was still a pretty cool game, but... so what went wrong? Early game, we had 0 pressure. This deck always wins in the late game because it has instant win combo. So basically you need to kill them early and you need to have good tempo, good opening, and Flanker kept us in the game longer than it should, but it still cannot win the game, it can only defend us. I mean, sure. And we're on the draw, so that's not perfect, but hopefully can make it work. I will go for the Acolyte, even though it's nicely on curve. I think it's a little bit too slow for now. We'll just try to play with Zenith. Of course, if I got this card, this is the choice. But we kinda miss here. At least we can solve the, you know, the next draw. So we don't get super flooded. But so far, our opponent a little bit ahead with this Inquisitor. Let's see what the follow-up is. Alright. We have some removal, which is really nice. I would expect them to play something. Is that... Okay, okay, I thought that there would be some weird flash creature or something. Angel. Oh, so this is an angel deck. I can respect that. Like, angels are kinda cool. You know what we need? We need more ores of angels. The fallen ones, the cool ones. So this is some damage. I guess killing this is okay. Let's do it and see what happens. This one goes around hexproof. That's a big deal. Because they have a lot of white mana with creatures that are vulnerable to removal. So there might be some hexproof stuff. Bro, you need to learn Magic, bro. Like, it's just a Mythic player, you know, like entry level. This is where we start learning the game, in Mythic. And then we are like, wait, what my cards were doing? Oh, stuff. Alright, so do we go for Zenith here? I will go risky because we have double Acolyte, so the value is there. This might die, but you know, angels usually don't run too much removal, it's usually like sheltered. And that might mean we get double spell, which is massive. Okay, I'm greedy, bro, I'm just greedy. I want to drop this and draw a card. I literally draw cards with every deck I'm playing, so I can get those juicy lands, however many I play. Lyra. Extremely powerful. I have to, you know, we have to hard this. This is such an OG card, man. I love this card so much. I won so many games with it. So what can we do here? I mean, we play a tap land. We do the filthy tricks. And I kinda feel bad, but we still need to go for it. It's just such a good play. And at this point, angels probably cannot really compete. Like, they cannot recover so much board. Of course, we get this. We swing, we get maybe more lands, maybe more non-lands. Let's see. Alright, it's a non-land. That's amazing. And because permanent left the battlefield, we are... Yeah, I think they will explode. Like, at this point, you cannot recover. Yeah. To be honest... Like this Lyra, if this survives, it could get them back into the game, but we had remove already. But on the next turns we'll start to go a little bit crazier. We can play the deck on 3 lands, which means we go like this. Like this is actually good for us, believe or not. Now we can go for the Weaver. This is a very nice value for 1 card. It will create a 3/2. I mean, the stats on this creature are already pretty good. Virtue, alright, so this is like a discard removal deck. I think we will try to out discard them. This guy. This guy, please. I mean, I think we're in a decent spot. We're not there yet. For a moment I was scared that this doesn't give white mana and my whole plan was destroyed. I like Momentum Breaker. I think this is the play. Man, if we draw a land, we can double spell. And that will be massive. That, man, untapped land close to wins the game. Because now we can go for Kirin. We get a creature in the board. We could even bounce this, but this allows us to double spell on the next turn if we hit untap land. We have a lot of lands. See? That's why we went for it. And this one has a double strike, which is really nice. We will create creatures, so we won't put the counter, so we don't need to do anything here. Oh, they have nothing. That's weird. I expected they have a play. Okay, so we go Zenith into Tinybones. That gives us 2 more creatures, so basically it's like 2 extra cards. And see? Told you that it's close to good game, and our opponent decided it's not close, it's actually good game. If you enjoyed making Mono Red's Laddering a hopeless nightmare, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the content from Avatar. And about this deck, this was actually #1 winner and it beat 40 other players. So that's wild. Most of it, from what I've seen, was Dimir midrange. Second place had very interesting Izzet with Riddler, and this just won. And you know, that's interesting. Maybe you are back a little bit in Blink era with the Pixie, everyone's favorite. And I will show you my results in Mythic Ladder. It actually went a little bit better than I expected, but I still have some thoughts after playing the deck. So we went 7 and 5 which means that, that went very well. Hi guys, it's me, editor Sloth, that just remembered that one of the games in this 7.5 was literally disconnect in such a way that both players couldn't play the game. I restarted the client and I still was stuck, so I literally conceded the game. You see it on the screen, there's like literally not even if I'm on the play or on the draw, because we didn't really play this game. So the actual score is 7-4, which is a little bit better. To be honest, it felt very dice rolly, and I think like half of losses were the Zultai Reanimator. The deck that it's so hard to beat it with this deck. So I think if you want to ladder for best of one, Zultai is super popular from my experience. At least I played, against it a lot. I think you should go to 4 flankers. There's so many like graveyard shenanigans. So with 4 flankers, I think this should improve the matchup like substantially. You can even theoretically go cease and desist, but it doesn't make sense with the core strategy. So flanker is like the safest one. And yeah, I mean, honestly, it went nice. Something I was kind of surprised with this deck. Bro, we played 26 lands and I didn't know about it. Like, I didn't pay attention and I was like, man, I'm getting flooded a lot. And then I said, all right, I'm doing so many lands, I'm checking the land count. And I was like, all right, 26. Okay, maybe I should get flooded. So in my personal opinion, it's really high. I was a little bit surprised, but the reason for it, I'm pretty sure, is that you need to double spell for Zenith triggers, which means that you probably want a little bit more mana, especially if you are left with like Acolyte and 2-drop. Like that's 6 mana, so you want 6 mana to double spell. Of course, your perfect play is like Pixie Tinybones, but you can see how little 1-drops we play, so usually you consider at least 3 or 4 mana for double spelling. And you have Acolyte, you have some bigger plays if you want to, and of course you can bounce something with Kirin, replay it, so you can get a lot done. And by the way, you can play Kirin into Kirin, into Kirin, into Kirin. I know, it sounds silly, but this is the play because you care about casting, which means that you can keep bouncing those 2 cards forever and triggering double, triggers, double soldiers every single turn, including your opponent turn. This is like each turn, including opponent turn. So on 8 mana, you can play this into this and then play this into this on opponent's turn, getting basically 2 activations of this ability. But personally, I think 22 to 24 lands should be okay. I would start with 24 and see how it goes. But I didn't get number 1 spot, so I'm not talking too much about it. That's my personal impression for best of one. So hopefully guys you enjoyed it. Thank you to all the patrons that are allowing us to create this content every single day so we can enjoy it. Really thank you guys, and yeah, that's it for today. We won't be bending rules in the outro. Alright, the quality joke for today is done, and thank you guys for watching. I hope you had a blast, and see you tomorrow.